Okay, here we go with the second example of the constructing frequency distributions. This one, we're going to do in Excel. So I'm going to go ahead and open Excel, and we're going to go through the second data set, Mother's Education Level. So I'm entering in here MEDUCAT, which stands for Mother's Education Level, and I'm entering in the data. These values are coded values, meaning 11 means something, some salary range or education range, I'm sorry, and 14 means something, and 19 means something. And we can decode those at the end or some other time, or we can leave them right as there is, and we'll work them. And, isn't this fun entering in data? As I said before, it's a good idea not to enter in the data because you're probably likely to make mistakes, and it takes a lot of time, and it's better just to go ahead and see if you can copy your data in or something like that, because we all tend to make mistakes in data entry. So here we go, I'm almost done, and we have 30 scores here that we're going to be summarizing. One of the first things I need to do, remember, is once I get the data in, there we go, I need to find the smallest and the largest score, so I'm not summarizing scores that don't exist. There looks like an 11, that looks pretty small, but instead of searching the data, why don't I use Excel? I'm going to use the Excel function min and the range, and it'll give me the minimum score. Likewise, I'll use the max function in Excel to find the maximum score, and that'll give me the complete range of scores that I need to summarize. So up here I'm going to type in the variable and start with the lowest value. I have 11, 12, 13, and you can go ahead and type all these in if you want, but if you remember correctly, I taught you how to do autofill. So here it is. Let me got it. Okay, there we go. We'll draw it down. We get 13 through 19. Now in this column, I'm going to count the frequencies. I'm going to count how many 11s there are in my data set, how many 12s, and so on. And we could do that by hand, but we don't want to. We're going to use Excel. We're going to use the function COUNTIF. So COUNTIF requires, once I get it spelled right, requires the range and then the value or the criteria that we're looking for. So there's the range, there's the value. I hit enter and it finds two of them. There's one, there's the second one. So I'll go ahead and do the same for 12. Equals COUNTIF. Select my range, comma 12, hit enter, and let's look till we get all the 12s. There says there's 3 12s, there's 1, there's 2, and there's the third. So okay, that looks good. And then we're going to go on to 14, and equals, oh, my keyboard missed, oh, okay. Why don't I just autofill this? Yeah, there we go, okay. So I at least have, what did it autofill? Well, it autofilled everything. It didn't exactly autofill what I wanted, but it got me a good start. Maybe I can go in and edit these and change them. It looks like it moved the range and kept the 12. But let me also think about this. What if I were to, there's an 11, what if I were to change this criteria to this cell value? And see what that does. Oh, that works. And if I autofill that down, then it is going to find the 12s, the 13s, the 14s, the 15s, the 16s, and so on. And I won't have to type in all those. But my range has changed. And in order to lock or to make constant the range, I put in a couple of dollar signs. The dollar signs give me the absolute range. I autofill that, and I have my summary. Here I'm adding up the total number of observations I have. It is equal to 30. We'll give it a little title and go from there. Probably at this point, let's go ahead and make a relative frequency column here, a proportion column, and that would just take the frequencies divided by the n. The n is given down here. Hit enter. I'm going to autofill that. We'll see what happens. And what? Oh, wait a minute. Yes, what did I do? Oh yes, that's right. I have to fix that position. So with the dollar sign, I'll fix the position, draw it down, and that gives me the relative frequencies of each of the scores. From here, I might want to construct a graph. I can construct various graphs pretty easily. I'll select the proportion values, go to charts, and insert a marked line chart. And isn't that beautiful? From here, I can format it, I can change colors, I can change shapes and sizes and all sorts of things. So here's a bar graph. I'll make it red. I don't really like that, but let's make a cylindrical graph. Ooh, that looks cool. 3D, but maybe I'll make it orange. Orange looks much nicer, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of popsicles or something. Here's an interesting one. One of these pyramids or something. Oh, we can check those out. Ooh, that's sort of goth-esque, I guess. Maybe we'll change it to an area. Maybe we'll change it to purple. A lot of different formatting options, but really this is fluff. This simple lined graph right here is probably the most effective at showing our data, and there we go.